What's up, everyone? Welcome to the vlog. I'm here with my co-host, Chuck himself.
What's up?
Now, Chuck, what is today's topic?
For today's topic, how do you become the best version of yourself? Like, what does this mean for those who don't understand it?
Yes. Become the best version of yourself. Now, I'm sure that y'all have heard that many times every day. Y'all heard it in the past. Y'all hear it now. But pretty much what it means is basically this. Grab your notebook and just write down the cards that you have been dealt with, okay? Which means, put it this way, do what I did. This is what I did. I wrote down, obviously, my height, my ethnicity, my current weight at that time, and also my job, right? Your salary. So I'm like, okay, cool. I made bulletins, and I said to myself, okay, clearly at this height, I am not, at a normal, stable weight. I'm actually overweight. Because I had a problem. I had a problem of yo-yo dieting, which means you lose weight, you gain it. You lose it, you gain it. You lose it, you gain it. So I never sustained a current weight till like when I started my journey. Now, so one thing I had to do was obviously I looked on YouTube, best foods, workouts, and obviously understand how it works, such as when you're working out or when you're just running in general, while you doing that activity, you are not gaining muscle, losing muscle, or losing weight. Yes, you have a pump, but that does not mean that you're getting muscle. You get your muscle by A, obviously you eat your proteins, and B, like you need above 7 hours of sleep every day, because sleep is very important. It is so underrated. Yes, we talk about like be active, but at the same time, you have to sleep. You really do, trust me. And also another thing that I found out at that time is that your body only has two energies, but it can only do one thing. Either A, it digests the food that you ate before you went to sleep, or B, it recovers your body. So it finally hit me when I would eat late at night. We're talking about like 10 p.m. or maybe 9. I'll eat like a meal, not too much, but just like a meal. And then I'll wake up the next day. And when I wake up the next day, even though I slept like 7 hours or so, I still felt tired. I felt tired. And then that hit me because I was like, okay, cool. Now I know why I still felt tired, because I was eating late when I wasn't supposed to eat too late. That's why it was recommended to eat no more later than 6 p.m. You could eat till 7, but it depends what you eat. Like if you eat like a big ass meal with multiple dishes and then like a dessert, oh yeah, you're not trying to lose weight. You're either A, trying to maintain it, or B, gain it, gain weight. So that's one thing that I understood.
All right, everyone. Remember, always do your best to get over 7 hours of sleep daily. That way, you can gain muscle and lose weight. Remember, Rome was not built in one day. Everything takes time, so sculpt your body how you want, but trust the process and be patient.
Another thing that aside from that, another thing that I did, I also wrote down my income. Okay, cool. How much am I making a year? And how could I realistically, just throwing a random number. Okay, I'm making $45K a year, right? My very first thing, okay, cool. How can I make at least 10 more grand? From 45 to 55K a year. So I had to figure things out. Like, okay, I'm gonna have to, switch to a different type of job, right? No more working at a grocery store. I gotta find something else that I know I could do. And then I did. I found, the logistics, environment, which is getting on the forklift, understanding how to load it, unload a trailer, palletize a pallet, and then just pretty much read documents and all that stuff, right? So yeah, that's another thing that I did to, boost up my income by at least 10K. Realistically, I didn't thought about, oh, okay, you know what, I'm making 45K. How could I make double of that? Like, let me try to make 85K. Doesn't work that way. Maybe to a few, depending who you know, and they could help you out. But other than that, yeah, just be realistic. Say to yourself, okay, how can I make at least 10 more K just by switching to a different job or switching to a different company doing the same job? So it's just something that you have to like write down and just take notes. Just research what you like to do. If you're an office type of guy, okay, cool. Research other companies that will pay you more an hour to do what you do. Same thing if you like to do insurance, car insurance, whatever. Same thing. Find other companies. You like to, let's just say technician. Find other like technician jobs. Like you like to install internet. You like to help people out by just seeing what's wrong with their fuse box, and then you just doing your thing, right? But yeah, you do that, you will slowly but surely find answers that you're looking for, and I highly recommend you do that.
Take notes on that. Eventually, it gets to the point when you had enough of the toxic environment or bad management for not doing their job right. Another way to see it is, look up the same job you have and you will find job openings with better hourly pay rate. Also, it's time to try a different career path. Move on to try something else. Just don't be afraid to do it. Successful people have taken many risks. Sure, there will be failure and achievements along the way. Just understand that you have to welcome the challenge. If it's easy, leave it to somebody else.
Okay, this one is very important. It is very important, okay? Most people don't really talk about it too much, but it's just basically, you are a walking billboard. You're like self-advertising yourself. And what do I mean? Whenever I see, this is just me, whenever I see a guy that is overweight, to me, I see that as, okay, this person clearly, A, doesn't love himself, and B, he has no discipline. So therefore, my respect for that person is very low. If I would see a guy, let's say that's A, guy A. Guy B, let's just say I see a guy, he's fit, he's not trying to be Mr. Olympia or whatever. He's fit, and he also has active gear, like like Under Armour or Nike or whatever. He gives me the impression, okay, this person likes to work out. And plus I could tell that he has a nice body frame. Therefore, my respect for that guy is high. Why? Because I understand that this person is very disciplined, and also he actually loves himself, so therefore he's treating his body like a temple. So the point I'm trying to make here is that,
hold on, bro. Before you go on, that's a valid point there you made. You can tell, by the way, how a man carries himself by the way he looks and dresses. I respect that. Take care of yourself, and the world will respond to you with a level of respect that the average man doesn't get.
look yourself in the mirror and see what's wrong with you. Now, I'm not saying that like in a negative way, as in like, okay, let me smile Are my teeth fucked up? Are my teeth yellow? Okay, there are some. Let me see if I could start out by going to a dentist, get my teeth checked, blah blah, get a cleanup. Same thing. How's my face? Do I have a lot of wrinkles? Do I have like big ass freaking eye bags and all that? Okay, cool. You know what? I do. So and so and so. Let me research great skin products, you know, for the face. I use Teach Hanley, okay? Just a skincare. So therefore, I take care of my skin. Also, make sure to also like weight yourself. Be like, okay, I am actually overweight, because when I look down, I see my belly. So therefore, I gotta lose weight. Or I look down, the number is very low compared to my height. I'm too skinny. Okay, cool. That just means I have to eat a little bit more and work out, just so I could gain muscle mass, not just fat, but muscle mass. So you want to put yourself in a great body mass index, BMI, for your height. So therefore, you don't look too skinny or too fat. So really work on yourself. Like, becoming the best version of yourself is just basically you just looking at yourself saying, I need to fix my teeth, my eyes, I need glasses, my hair. I cut my hair once every 2-3 months and my hair is all nappy. So therefore, I make sure I got to start having hair maintenance every 2-3 weeks, a fresh fade or whatever haircut you're into. I got to make sure if I have a beard, I'm always, you know, trimming the edges, making sure that it looks nice, very well groomed, or shave it, whatever. Like, really take care of yourself, because the moment you do that, I shit you not, people look at you different. So they see your body, they look at you from the face, they could kind of guess if you're like older or not, you know. Also, they look the way how you walk, and the way how you carry yourself, and the way how you talk. And trust me, like, they'll look at you differently. It's not that they're scared of you or anything, but they look at you with respect. Okay? So that's something that you really have to work on, because if you're overweight, obviously lose that weight, gain some muscle, and then just look decent, like good. I'm not saying you have to look like Mr. Olympia or all these big ass bodybuilders. No, just have, you know, the standards that I see that most women like is just like the body of a swimmer, like a Michael Phelps. Like, just by you having that body, like, trust me, women will like look at you. They'll like, you'll pass by and they'll do that. Kind of like us guys, we see a chick pass by, she has a nice ass or whatever, we go like, damn. There's the exact same thing. You know, a woman will literally like check you out. She'll be on her phone and she'll probably feel your energy. So while she's on her phone, she'll kind of go like that, and then she'll just see you pass by. I've experienced that, alright? I'm just letting you know it's a real thing, okay? It's not something made up. I've experienced it, because the moment I lost all that weight and I gained some muscle, trust me, people started looking at me differently. My family started looking at me differently. They started talking to me more differently. You know what I mean? With more like, oh shit, you know, like, he's someone that's very disciplined, and you know, obviously, like, I want to talk to him nice. So, yeah.
Okay, now remember this. You are not doing all of this to impress people, all right? You are doing this because you want to live a healthy lifestyle and always looking your best by the way you dress. You're in this for the long term, not the short term. Once you achieve it, now the challenge begins by you sustaining it long term.
All right, Chuck. Any last thoughts?
Yes, to summarize all of this, just write down all of the cards that you were dealt with in life. Once you write it all down, then start writing down the solutions and start making corrections. By doing all of that, you'll improve your life and you will start feeling good about yourself with all that confidence.
All right, so that'll be the end of this video. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for sticking around. But hey, you ready?
Peace
Peace.
out, y'all.